The internet has brought us some of the creepiest and most disturbing creatures ever created, and one of the artists that does this the best is Trevor Henderson. And yeah, we're back. We're doing 10 more Trevor Henderson monsters explained. Real quick before the video starts, I just got approved for the membership program, so if you guys would like to support me, that's one way you could do it directly towards me and the channel. It'll help me, be able to fund a lot of the projects I want to do, or be able to do this full time so I don't have to take giant long breaks like I took before I made this video, even though I wrote the script a couple months ago. Anyway, thank you for, supporting me if you do. If not, still stick and watch, and yeah. It's a good neighborhood, and a nice house. Even if we can't leave, we all learned you stay in your room after dark. No matter how loud the footsteps, how violent the screeching, or how long it spins the knob on your bedroom door back and forth, cooing to come in. This was the quote accompanied by this image. The neighborhood intruder is one of the many creatures Trevor Henderson has created. It is a humanoid creature with a stretched face and two giant eyes that don't seem to be looking in one direction. The skin is a tan color. It has a wide and open mouth and almost a smile formation. This is one of the few creatures he has created that got a rework. So there are two versions of this creature. The second one is a tan creature with an arm sticking out of its gaping mouth. Both of these are equally unnerving. A cool lady who lives in your basement. This is a quote that was posted with this image. Mrs. Humble is one of the most mysterious creatures created by Trevor Henderson. Mrs. Humble is depicted as a strange, decrepit creature dwelling inside a basement. It has a white, old-looking body, oddly resembling that of an insect. It possesses 6 seemingly flexible, artificial limbs, whose segments are attached with a round joint. Each one of the limbs has prosthetic-looking hands with 5 fingers on each. The separation in the creature's limbs reveals what seems to be an endoskeleton. This creature can be compared to a mutated mannequin. The mouth is strange, to say the least. It is a picture of a woman's smile that is pasted on the head of this creature. Where did this smile come from, and who does it belong to? It is explained in this next image that it comes from a dentistry college. The reason Mrs. Humble does what she does is unknown, although we can assume from the caption it may be simply minding its own business. You've seen her face. Lou, just like I did. You're not supposed to look at her face. The woman on the bus is a strange creature created by Trevor Henderson. It appears as the main antagonist of the debut episode of the Mayfair Watchers Society. The creature on the bus physically resembles a woman, although abnormally tall and disfigured, with several distinct features that mark these attributes. The mysterious entity possesses long, black hair and an oddly macabre, outstretched face, visibly devoid of eyes, leaving her eye sockets empty, completely pitch black. The creature seems to be wearing a long dress, presumed to be a robe. This is also entirely black and conceals its body. Its skin is white, with a wrinkly texture, giving it an undead physical appearance. The woman on the bus debuted in Mayfair Watcher Society and has given us some of its strange lore. It appears in some of the main characters' dreams and stalks them in the real world, or that's what they think. The woman on the bus is a seemingly psychokinetic entity, although its exact process of tracking and murdering its victims is unknown. A victim's dream, in some cases, may likely be considered a vision. Sooner or later, they will come into contact with the entity haunting their nightmares. If so, this entity is powerful, being able to manipulate its victims' emotions, dreams, and thoughts, and it also manipulates the settings of the dreams it inhabits. The settings it chooses are usually places that never give the victim a chance to escape, even in reality. Bachelor number 1 is a humanoid creature, but its head resembles a bowl of spaghetti or a hive. Its head is also known to grow in size. The image shows that it wears a suit, so this creature was once human, but turned into this monster. Very little is known about it, except that it was created because Trevor Henderson loves spaghetti. I decided to add both these creatures into one because they were very similar. The basement lady is a woman who appears to have a giant cloth with wires covering her upper body, while her lower body is exposed with red heels wrapping around her feet. It is theorized that the basement lady used to be a beautiful young woman who moved into a new house with her children and her husband. The neighbors said that they were perfect, but then something happened. The husband murdered his kids and her. After the husband murdered them, he buried his kids and wrapped his wife in the old cloth and tied it up, leaving the knife sticking out. The wife's spirit became enraged and restless, having a burning hatred for humankind. She became a monster, that is, the basement lady. His old wardrobe didn't have a key, so he kept it in the basement with the rest of his trash. The next time we were down there, the door to the wardrobe was wide open, and the dusty floors and walls were covered in distorted handprints. This was the quote that accompanied the basement man's post. The basement man depicts a strange, thin creature with no clear form. Most of the creature's body appears to be merely bones, covered with pale, fleshy skin. It has 5 fingers, but no feet. And it only has one eye. Since it no longer has a lower body, it travels on its hands or elbows. Trevor Henderson reveals little information about this beast, so we have to infer everything from what we can see. There's nothing to say about this image, so I will just leave it here and tell me in the comments what you see and what you feel. The humanoid spider has limited to no information. It is a giant spider with a humanoid face, 2 eyes, and a wide mouth stare back at you. If you are afraid of spiders, I hope you don't find this in your bed tonight. Cartoon Ghost is a friendly looking creature created by Trevor Henderson. Very little is known about it besides being a part of the infamous Cartoon Creatures family. Cartoon Ghost depicts a tall, slender humanoid figure, entirely white except for the eyes. It is featureless, lacking body definition except for some strange wrinkles and creases. It gives off the appearance of being made of paper. This creature is said to be over 6.5 feet tall, taller than most people and vehicles. It is said that this creature was stunned by the headlights seen in the picture, so even if it comes from the Cartoon Creatures family, it is much more timid and gentle than the others. However, that might be exactly what it wants you to think. Mr. Mask is said to be a demon banished from hell because of his good nature. When he was banished, Mr. Mask knew he had to hide his identity, so when he arrived on Earth, he went to find materials to construct a mask to ensure that humans would not see he was a demon. But when a human passed by him, he died due to looking at his face. This made him want to build a mask even more, so he built one out of clay, and now Mr. Mask hides at the edges of towns, trying to act like a human, which raises the question, have you seen Mr. Mask? Hello, I am Meat Wizard. I can fulfill everything you dream of with one condition. You give me a piece of your soul and a piece of your flesh. I promise you, any dream or any wish, I can fulfill it if you do what I have told. This is said to be the words of the Meat Wizard. It comes off to me as a crossroads demon that will fulfill anyone's great desire at the low price of your soul. It has certain similarities with Meat Horse, unlike its skeleton, which resembles that of a cow or coyote. It could even cause hallucinations or curses. Its origin is mystical. It dates back thousands of years and currently lives in abandoned houses, in the darkest forests, or caves. So that was 10 more Trevor Henderson creatures explained. Thank you so much for your patience on the videos. I've just been really busy. I have 2 jobs now. But if you guys do want to support me so I'm able to do this full time eventually, or, you know, fund my other projects like my horror film, or just, you know, any other video that you guys would want me to do, you know, go try out the membership thing. If you don't like it, don't do it. I'm still gonna do this regardless. So, but if you do want to see more of me, I'm gonna try to do more gaming videos, which will be on my second channel. So check that out, click it. It's all the stuff's on the screen, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.